Guys, it's time to talk about Birdie Wing today. You know, I just finished the episode of Birdie Wing. After watching this episode, I gotta say, what the hell? Guys, I'ma say it once, and I'ma say it again. Birdie Wing needs to be up there as not only the greatest sport anime of all time, but it needs to be mentioned with the blue locks, and the high Q. This episode got me. It hit me. There are episodes of Birdie Wing that I never discredit. Every episode of Birdie Wing is always a 10 out of 10. There's not one episode of Birdie Wing that I did my reviews on. From the first episode up till now, there has not been not one bad thing I can say about Birdie Wing. Not one. I never discredit Aoi. I never discredit Eve. I like them both. In this episode, I don't even know where to begin. And I mean, season 2, episode 10, yeah. We're not even like, it's like, there's so many emotions in this, it's gotta be said. So, I need to get right to it because there's some things I need to say. So, let's get right to this review of it because so many things out of this is just baffle me. So, Eve, after her shot last week, guys, with her over the rainbow shot and won it, Aisha, she feels like she's going to lose to Leo. I mean, she feels like Leo's going to abandon her. And then we get a little backstory with Leo. Like, Leo tried to get her memories back, but Eve did it on her own. And she's happy to face Eve, But I like what they did in this episode. I like what they did. They showed us what Eve said to Leo before she collapsed. Because remember, last week she collapsed. And I was like, oh my God. But she got her, Eve got her, not only she got her memories back, but she got Leo's respect and everything set in stone, Now, and the thing about Eve's rainbow burst, she has to recover. I mean, so many rainbow burst abilities, she has got to recover. 4 months. 2 months for her body to heal, and then 2 months for her recovery, and then 2 months, another 2 months for her to get her strength, her abilities, her physical strength back, all that. So it's going to be like 4 months. Now, Aoi. I don't even know where to begin. I never discredited Aoi. I've never hated her. That moment where, let me get to how it got to this. So Sunju and Kaede, they were on the phone talking, catty talk, talking about since Eve Pro go to Japan. And I like where Eve and Aoi's going through this. They don't want to show off their weakness. They won their match and they don't want to show off their weakness out and on TV, because if they did, Eve or Aoi's gonna be like, I don't want to face her because she's this. So I get the competitiveness, the sportsmanship that these two have. Don't want to show off their weaknesses in public. Now that on the phone, Aoi collapsed. This is the second time this happened. The first time she hit her shot, she was on her knees with her head hurt. And now the second time while she in the shower, she collapsed again. And then I didn't really pay attention to this, but she has the same disease as her father. Her father has the same disease, allowing her not to play golf anymore. Let me say it again. A disease like this passed down. She cannot play golf again. I just when I saw that guys, that says Aoi can it's like she can't play golf anymore. That really hurt me because from the beginning we have wanted to see Eve and Aoi go at it. The dream match of all things sports anime is we wanted to see these two go at it. And for them to give us this, for them to say this, it hurt me. And then we found out this disease only 1 year. She got a year left in her blood. A year. That just, I don't know, it just hurts me. Aoi have a year left in her. And she didn't want to tell Aoi. She doesn't want to tell Eve about it because Eve's going to be upset about it too. So Aoi's caddy, Shinju, flew all the way to Europe to tell Eve she's going to open a challenge at the British Open. You got 1 year. This is a challenge for her to meet Aoi for 1 year. And 1 year is a lot. For them to get their for them to get their body back, for them to get focused and everything. That's what this was. A year worth of training. We saw Eve training with her body and her rainbow burst, We seen all of that training she put in her muscle. She's kind of brolic too. But Eve training and she up against the previous people. I like how Eve came out opening the doors like she's the baddest woman on the planet, as she is. She came out busting through the door like, I'm here. Let's play. Aoi, on the other hand, she been playing every match after match after match to get her strength better. And she playing there were moments that the caddy didn't even want her to go into press conference. They had to cancel it and put the cab around the front out the back way. But she's been training her ass off just to face Eve as well. Forget the matches that Aoi won. This was important. To see these two training for them to meet. To become pro and to see them meet up. That's the moment that we're able to see. Aoi confidence has been going down. Aoi lost a lot of faith. Literally. The fact that they realized she can't play golf for her, she lost all respect to golf. She can't even, from the beginning, guys, again, we want to see Eve and Aoi play against each other. The way how it built up to this, in a moment where we're like, no, not like this. It hurt me. And again, going back to Aoi's disease, that's kind of like her father. The one thing her father said is, you gotta believe in yourself. You gotta have the love for golf in you. And not my words, but the coach's words, like the bond of you and the other rival in golf, you know what I mean? It's just that there that's gonna keep you going. And I love how the coach and the mother, I love how they all together in the caddy. I love how they all together supporting Aoi. Because we all know Aoi doesn't want to give up. We all know we don't want Aoi to give up. We want Aoi to play. And for this British Open, this moment is like she has nothing left to lose. She has to win. Now, here's the thing. I love the ending, though, where Eve and Aoi finally met. They're up, and we're excited for that. I'm looking forward to that match that we've been dying to see. Team Eve versus Team Aoi. And then another third player. Okay, let's cut this BS. We finally got the Lunar Empress. That dark-skinned, very, 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 very dark-skinned girl, dark-skinned golfer that we see her in the opening, and then we've been waiting to see where she's going to appear. Now we've got it. And her name is Jahi, whatever her name is, I don't know. But she won 3 straight in the American Tour. So now it's Eve, Aoi, and this other dark-skinned girl that I don't even care. I know she's going to be brolic. Don't get me wrong. But I'm actually going to focus on Eve and Aoi's next week's episode because that's what I need to see. Now, If you ask me, next week, who needs to win this match? You know, I won't be mad if Aoi wins. I won't be mad. Because even Aoi are determined to see who's the best in the world. And I won't be mad if Aoi wins. Because again, I'm looking at those two, even Aoi compared to Asta and Yuno from Black Clover. Like, I'm Team Asta. I want Asta to become the Wizard King. But if Yuno wins and become the Wizard King, I won't be like too upset about it, because Yuno and Asta's rivalry are like tight to a point where they're okay to become Wizard King. I won't be mad about it. I'll be a little upset, but I won't be mad about it. So when I look at Aoi's, again, going back to this, I want Eve to win. Because Eve never fought, Eve never beat Aoi. And I think this is the moment that Eve needs to do. But if Aoi wins, it's just like, I won't be mad about it, but I wanted Eve to win. And that's what I'm getting at. So, again, this episode was a 10 out of 10. The sadness of Aoi's condition, Eve pushing herself to the limits, them training their ass off, plan after plan after training just to become what they are. This is the epitome of success. And when I see these two, again, struggling and they building up their confidence and training their body both mentally and physically, they have now finally met. And this golf match will determine those two in terms of who's the best. I can't wait to see it. But again, we may not have a golf match. And I like sports animes like this where they have like a training, where they like a moment like this, and in the next episode we're gonna get a match. And that's what Birdie Wing this episode did. That's why I like it. So I love it. And I'm worried about Aoi now, like 10 out of 10 episode, but I'm worried about Aoi, like that bad mojo. This is her last supper. This is the last match. I don't know how they're gonna do it. I think she'll recover. I want to say she'll continue playing golf. But if Aoi dies in front of Eve, Eve is gonna be ballistic. I don't know what they're gonna do to the story, but we'll see where this goes. So I look forward for next week's episode of Birdie Wing, the match of the match that we're dying to see. I look forward to it, and I'm sure you will.